Welcome to another Power BI and Python tutorial. Today, we will create this dashboard using a Python script, and we will divide our customers in various segments based on income and spending. We will use the k-means to perform cluster analysis and classify our customers into 5 clusters. Let's explain why cluster analysis is performed and what are clusters used for. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, you can create customized marketing campaigns for each segment. Let's see how, using the final dashboard. There are 5 clusters. These are the customers with high income and high spending. These customers are your most profitable segment. They have the income to spend and actively choose to spend it with your business. They are likely satisfied, loyal, and your brand advocates. Offer exclusive loyalty programs, personalized premium product previews, and high-touch customer service. Focus on maximizing their customer lifetime value. These are the customers with low income and low spending. These customers have limited income and are cautious with their spending. They are the least profitable segment. They buy only essentials, probably only during deep sales. Keep marketing costs low for this group. Target them only with clearance sales or essential, low-cost products. Focus efforts elsewhere for higher return on investment. These customers love to spend, but they have a lower income. This suggests they are highly price-sensitive and are likely driven by discounts, promotions, or deals. They are often switchers who follow the best price. Offer affordable bundles, frequent sales, and clear value propositions. Focus on volume and turning them into more frequent, lower-margin buyers. The next cluster of customers have high purchasing power but are not spending it with you. They might be new customers, saving up for a big purchase, or are spending their money with a competitor. This is a key target for growth. Use targeted campaigns focusing on the value and exclusivity of your premium products. Offer personalized recommendations and clear reasons to choose your brand over others. Finally, this is the mainstream, stable core of your customer base. They represent typical consumer behavior, not high risk, but not high reward either. Target with standard seasonal campaigns, soft upselling or cross-selling opportunities, and mid-range product promotions to gently nudge them toward becoming high rollers. Now, let me show you how to perform these analyses and create this kind of dashboard. This is our data set. We have customer ID, annual income, and spending score. Now, let's import this data into our Power BI application. Select the file and click on the Open button. In the navigation window, select the Customer Analysis table and click on the Load button. This will load our data into the data pane, from where we can use it in our visualizations and analysis. However, we will instead go to the query editor because we want to transform this data using Python before we can use it in our reports. Go to the Transform tab and click on the Python script to transform data through Python. In this window, you can write Python script to transform data you have already loaded. However, keep in mind that Python should be set up and configured with your Power BI application before you use Python script here. The libraries you want to use must also be installed. So first of all, let's import the pandas library. We are going to use scikit-learn library to perform our clustering analysis using k-means algorithm. K-means partitions data into predefined number of clusters by grouping similar data points together based on their proximity to cluster centroids. We are also going to use scikit-learn library to perform z-score normalization using StandardScaler technique. Now let's import the annual income and spending score from dataset we have already loaded into a pandas data frame. Create a variable to store the StandardScaler imported above. Using the StandardScaler, we can now standardize our data. Now it's time for us to define our k-means model. First, we will define the number of clusters we want. These are the groups into which we want to classify our customers. You can get the list of all usable parameters in K-means model from their official page. Let's select the initial K-means centroids. Then, we will select the random number generation for centroid initialization. You can set any integer 42 as just a popular number. Finally, set the value for number of times the K-means algorithm is run with different centroid seeds. Our model definition is complete. Now that we have defined our model, let's apply it on the data we standardized previously. Let's add the cluster labels predicted by the model to the original dataset. Now we will click on the OK button to execute this Python script. Click on the Continue button and ignore the privacy checks for now, and click on the OK button. Given that Power BI does not have a proper script editor, you can expect many typing mistakes. Here we have used two different names for the same variable, and we need to change one of them. Let's rename the variable from scalar features to scaled features, which we have later used to get its values. After correcting the error, click on the OK button to execute the script again. Now we have two tables. The data frame is the copy of original dataset used for transformation, and the dataset is the final product with the cluster column added, and this is what we want. So we will expand this one by clicking on the Table button. And this is our transform table, with cluster column which we added to the original dataset based on K-means clustering analysis. Now let's click on the Close and Apply button to load this data back into the data pane. And here is our dataset with cluster field as well. Now, starting with our dashboard, let's add a text box to create a title for our dashboard. Now, let's add a gauge chart and place it here. Now, add annual income to the gauge visual as average, minimum, and maximum. Place the visual here and turn on its visual borders. Now, make a copy of this visual and place both visuals like this. Replace the annual income field in the second visual with the spending score field. This will show us overall spending pattern of our customers. Add a column chart to your dashboard and place it here. Add the cluster field to the x-axis of the column chart. Add the annual income and spending score to the y-axis, both as average. Now you have your 5 clusters with their average income and spending, along with minimum and maximum values in gauge charts. Turn on the visual borders for column chart as well. Finally, add a scatter chart to your dashboard. Add annual income to x-axis without aggregation. Add spending score to y-axis, again without aggregation. Add cluster field to the legend area. Now you can display size of each bubble by either annual income or spending score, or leave it, but we will display their size based on both variables. To do that, we will add a new column to this table, and in that column we will calculate the size of bubble by multiplying annual income to the spending score. This will truly reflect the customer type through the size of bubble. Let's add the size field to the size in scatter chart. And as you can see, customers with high income and high spending have big bubbles, while customers with low spending and low income are represented by small bubbles. Our analysis and dashboard is now complete, and with this we end our tutorial. See you soon with another interesting topic. Till then, have a nice day.